It's your trainer here, Ali T from Fit&Flexi. Today we are going to do a core workout. So we have 5 exercises all for your core, really working on all of the muscles that work around your back, nip in your waist and form your six-pack to not only give you amazing abs but also really help your back stability. So 5 exercises, again take it at your own pace and they're all down on the floor. We are going to start with your warm-up. So like I said, there's 5 exercises in this circuit. For our warm-up, I'll go through each exercise so that you know the exact form and technique and what to do. We're starting on our knees. So you're coming down onto a mat or onto the carpet, and we're going to start with Superman. So your core is really nice and tight and your back is nice and flat. Just first of all, find that perfect flat back. So you might want to do a few cat-cows to begin with, just squeezing in your core, dropping your head, dropping your tailbone, and then taking it the other way. A couple of times, just to warm up the spine and start to activate the core muscles. Really pulling your belly button in towards your spine. Nice, dropping the head, dropping the tailbone, tucking the pelvis underneath, and then taking it the other way. Good, now we've done that a couple of times and you found your balance, I want you to come to equilibrium, where your core is nice and tight but your back is nice and flat. Perfect. Good, then you're going to keep the core tight, take one arm out and hold it out long. Keep your balance, keep holding your core. You're then going to take the opposite leg out and lift it up using your glute without relaxing and collapsing into your shoulder. So really holding that nice and still. If that's enough for you, then just hold it here. If you want more of a workout, you're then going to exhale and bring your elbow and knee together. Really working the core, bringing it in. Then inhale and reach your arm and leg away. Exhale, squeeze the belly button in. Draw the elbow and knee together. Exhale, reach away. Good, one more time. Bringing the elbow and knee together. Then reaching out and stretching away, and then coming back to center and having a little wiggle. Really good. Like I said, just use your own level that suits you. So if that's too much, then you can just stay with one arm out and hold, and your core will be working. Or you can stay with one leg out, work your core, or like I said, both together. So your core is really having to work all of those cross muscles right across, working your waist. Good. And then a couple of warm-up moves on this side. Bringing the elbow and knee together, squeezing the belly button in, and then squeezing the glute and the heel and the arm away. Good. 2 more times. Exhale. Bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale. Reach it out. Good. Exhale. Squeeze the elbow and knee together, pulling up. Inhale, elongate out and relax. Well done, really nice. So that's move number 1. Move number 2 is a side plank. So just like the name says, we're on our side. Again, there's a few options for this. Option number 1, you're going to start on your elbow, so your elbow's bent. Core again is really nice and tight. So I want you to imagine with all of these exercises, someone's about to punch you in the stomach and you really have to tense up. That's how I want your tummy to feel the whole time, like you're wearing a corset. That's going to knit all those muscles together, all those transverse abdominals together, so that it really knits your waist nice and tight and you get that nice line down the middle of your abs. Nice. So move number 1, you've got bent knees and you're on a bent elbow. You're just going to push up, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core, and really hold up with your waist. And that is your first option for your side plank. Well done, really nice. Option number 2, you can take your legs out, or just even the top leg. Nice, and hold. Option number 3, obviously you can come up onto your arm, onto your hand and your feet, really working the core, the waist, the glutes, and hold. Option number 4, if you want to and you have the strength, you can lift the top leg into a star and hold. Woo! Nice. So we've warmed up on one side, we'll warm up on the other side. When we do our circuits, we're going to do it twice through. First time we're going to do it all on one side, second time all on the other side. So just warm up the other side for me. So we're starting off with our basic side plank on the knees, core's nice and tight. Really push up into the elbow, so we're working the shoulder. Good, so you're not collapsing down, letting the hips come down, really pulling up and reaching up towards the ceiling. Lovely, good. Then level 2, reaching that top leg away. And like I said, again, you can always lift it for more of a workout, and you have to hold all of your core muscles and your glutes for stability. Good. And then lastly, coming up into a side plank, core's nice and tight, balancing, everything is stacked, glutes are squeezed, really nice long hold, and then relax. Good. So that's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3 are toe taps. So we're coming down onto the mat, lying flat on the mat on our back. Hands are underneath the glutes. So lift the glutes, place the hands underneath, and then relax the back down so that your spine is really pushing into the mat. We don't ever want to have an arch in our back when we're doing core muscle work, because that's actually going to put pressure on your lower back and you're going to start to use your back muscles. So encourage your back to push down to the floor by placing your hands underneath your sit bones. And that just makes that little dish formation in your spine. Good, again, core nice and tight, so if someone's about to punch you, brace the core, keep the feet flat on the floor, keep the shoulders relaxed, and then gently lift one leg up to 90 degrees, and then place it back down on the floor. Swap the balance, lift the other side, and place it back down on the floor. So really nice, gentle core exercise to work those lines right up and down the abs. Good. Try not to use just your hip flexors. Try to use those lower abs, get them to engage. That's option number 1. Option number 2, you've got your legs up and you're tapping one heel down, then coming back up, tapping the other heel down, and then coming back up. I can already feel with that my back is pulling a little bit more than when both my feet are on the floor. So you've really got to keep your core contracted as much as you can. Good. Option 3, for those of you with really strong cores, you're tapping both toes down and then squeezing the knees up to the chest. Tapping both toes down, squeezing the knees up. So we're really working that lower core really safely whilst keeping our spine nice and flat on the mat. And you're not swinging, you're doing it really controlled. Good, just using those lower abdominals. So that's exercise number 3. Well done, really nice. Exercise number 4 is our dead bug. So you imagine you're a bug and you're stuck on your back, like a ladybug stuck on its back. Your hands are up in the air, your feet are up in the air, and there's no way that you can move anywhere. That's your dead bug. Again, having your hands up and having your knees up encourages your belly button to push towards the spine and create that little dish effect in the floor so that your spine isn't up in the air. So really pull the knees towards you, contract those lower abs and contract the upper abs to keep the hands high. You're then going to take one arm back and the opposite leg down. Tap the floor. Good, then come back to center. And then the other side. Tap the floor and come back to center. So again, really nice and controlled. Working that core. Good, working those arms and the abs together. Nice. So we're just progressing up from the last exercise. Again, you can progress this by straightening out the legs and reaching one leg out towards the floor, coming back to center, then reaching the other leg out towards the floor and coming back to center. Progress it even more by reaching for the toes in the middle, reaching one arm and one leg back, reaching for the toes in the middle, reaching one arm and one leg out. Okay, so lots of different options. And then lastly, exercise number 5, we're going rowing. So I want you to imagine that you're on holiday, wherever you want to be, whether it's cold or whether it's hot. You're in your favourite place in the whole world. That's it, you're in either the sea or on a river or in a lake. There's fish swimming underneath, dolphins jumping over the top of you, manta rays swimming below you. Okay, we're just in heaven, It's nice and serene. You're in your own little canoe and you're canoeing side to side. Canoeing side to side. So core's nice and tight, sitting on the sit bones, and you're balancing with your heels on the floor, just literally touching one side, touching the other side. Touching one side, touching the other side. Really working that waist side to side. Good. If you want to progress it, lift those heels off the floor and just sit back and find your point of balance. Again, touching one side, touching the other side, touching one side, touching the other side. Then lastly, straighten the legs out, touch and touch, touch and touch. So you're rowing along in your canoe. If you want to, you can always hold on to something. I actually find a golf club really useful. And then you can row side to side, and it really feels like you're holding onto an oar, and it keeps your body in the right position. So anything you want to, you can hold on to. So now we've done a little warm up, it's time to take it into our workout. Now it's time for our workout. So we're starting with exercise number 1. If you remember, it's on our front, core is nice and tight, and we're doing Superman. So one arm out and the opposite leg out. For this circuit, just like the other circuits, we're doing 40 seconds of sweat, 20 seconds of rest in between. So give me everything you can for the first 40 seconds, and then in the 20 seconds between, you do whatever you need to do to recover. We're going to do it all on one side, first of all, for circuit number 1. Then the second time round, remember which side you've done it on, because we're going to do it all on the other side. So don't get one massive ab on one side. We want a full 6-pack. Okay, are you ready? Into our first 40 seconds. Supermans. 3, 2, 1. We go. Good. Squeezing the elbow and knee together. Reaching out nice and long. Good. Squeezing the elbow and knee together and reaching out. So for this, it's not how fast you can do it. It's how controlled you can do it and how much you're squeezing the core as you're bringing the elbow and knee together. Good. The whole time you're balancing, you're doing really well. You have 10 seconds left. Just activating that core, squeezing it together. If it's too much on your knees, you can either place a cushion under your knee, or you can do this on your back. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Well done, really good. Exercise number 2, we're coming over onto our side into side plank. Obviously a couple of variations, so you can pick whichever you want to do. For the purpose of explaining, the first circuit I'll do level 1 on the knees and my elbow. So we're coming up into our side plank. 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. Really squeeze your core all the way down and squeeze your glutes to help. Lift your other arm up towards the ceiling to encourage your shoulders to stay nice and open, so you're really working the waist. Really squeeze nice and tight, don't let it drop down, you can do it. Squeeze, 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 reach up, keep the shoulders engaged, so you're reaching towards the ceiling, not falling into the shoulders. Last 10 seconds, keep breathing, keep that belly button pulled in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely, well done. Exercise number 3 are toe taps. So hands underneath the glutes, belly button is nice and tight, feet are flat on the floor, pelvis is tucked in, and you create that dish shape with your spine. You're just tapping one heel down, tapping the other heel down. Imagine someone's punching you in the stomach. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Lifting one leg and relaxing. Lifting the other leg and relaxing. Good. Obviously you can progress this, if you remember correctly, either by lifting both legs together or squeezing the knees to the chest and dropping it down. But again, it's not about speed on this one, it's about control. So really hold that core nice and tight, keep breathing. Good. Last 5 seconds. Well done. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Exercise number 4, dead bug. You're that ladybird on your back. You're stuck on the floor. No one's there to help you, so you're going to have to get yourself up. Arms are up, feet are up, knees are up. Belly button is really, really, really tight. If you can feel your back coming off the floor, please make sure your feet stay on the floor and you just add in the knees that we've just been doing. Otherwise, go for it. Opposite arm back to leg, coming back into center. Opposite arm back, coming back into center. Keep breathing throughout the whole thing. Good, really nice. Again, not about speed, but about control. It's so important to have a really nice, strong core to protect your spine, to protect all of those organs, and really to protect your back from any extra pain. Well done, really nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Lovely. Last exercise. Exercise number 5. You're sitting on your sit bones, heels are on the floor, lean yourself back like you're in a little boat, find that point of balance, and we're going for a row. So decide where you are in the world. That's it, I'm on a tropical vacation. Lovely, and we're rowing. Let's go side to side, rowing that boat, touching the floor on one side, touching the floor on the other side. Really lean back so your chest is moving side to side, and you're really having to work from your core muscles to twist you and work your waist. Again, not about how fast, but about how controlled you can go. Rowing, good. Get those strokes going. The sun is beaming down onto your new summer body. Fantastic. Keep smiling. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. Well done. That is your first circuit down. On to round 2. So grab yourself a little drink if you need one. Have a little breather. Then when you're ready, we're going to swing round and do it all again. But this time on the other side. So again, starting with exercise number 1 with our Supermans. So one arm out and the other leg out as you fly to rescue someone. Core is nice and tight. We go for the other side. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Reach it out long. Squeeze it together. Good. Reach it out nice and long. Squeeze it together. So this is a really good opportunity to notice if you have any slight imbalances in your body. Is one side easier than the other? It normally is. Good. I find this side a lot wobblier than the other side, so maybe I should do a few more on this side. Good. This really helps to even out any imbalances as you're working your shoulder and your hip. Nice, you're almost there. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Excellent. On to exercise number 2. We're doing our side plank. Obviously, we have to flip it over to the other side. So in the first circuit, I did level 1. Now onto the second circuit, I'm going to do level 2. So my feet are flat on the floor and my hand is flat on the floor. Pushing my hips up, squeezing my core nice and tight, and reaching my arm nice and high in a lovely starfish position. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze that belly button, squeeze your glutes. Lift the hips as high as you can. Good, try not to sink into the shoulders. You're doing really well. These isometric holds are really difficult, but they're absolutely fantastic for your whole body. Really squeeze the belly button tight. Really squeeze the glutes tight. You have 10 seconds left. You can do this. Working into those shoulders. Excellent. Stay. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Really good. Nice. Exercise 3. Onto toe taps. Coming down onto the mat. Hands are underneath the bum. Core is nice and tight. On the first round, I did level 1. For this circuit, I'm going to do level 2. So my knees are together, ankles are together. I'm bringing my knees to my chest and tapping my toes down. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Squeezing the knees tight, tapping the toes. Squeezing and tapping. Again, not swinging at all. Just really nice controlled motion. Not pushing on my hands. They're just there to create that dish and remind me not to have an arch underneath my back. Just a little bit of extra support and balance. Nice, you're almost there. 10 seconds left. Can really feel that lower core working now. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Excellent. 2 more exercises left. Exercise number 4. We're a ladybird on our back. Good. This time I'm going for my level 2 option. I'm going to reach up to my toes, then take opposite arm to leg out, then reaching up again, opposite arm to leg out. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Dead bug. One arm back, opposite leg down. One arm back, opposite leg down. Again, with all of these exercises, make sure your spine is nice and flat on the mat. And if you feel it through your back at all at any point, just stop, pause the video, have a little wiggle and then come back to it. Don't try and push through, there's no need. Listen to your body. You're doing really well, working the upper core, working the lower core and working your waist. Last 3 seconds, give me one more. 3, 2, 1 and rest. Well done, really good. Okay, last exercise. We're going rowing. Pick hot or cold destination where you're going to go in the world. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Heels are flat on the floor, then lean yourself back with your spine nice and straight. For the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to lift my feet up this time. Round 2, core's tight. Let's go. We row side to side, side to side. Good. Keep those legs nice and tight. Rowing, keep the back nice and straight. Find that balance point that suits you and row. Good. Keep smiling. You're almost there. Halfway. 20 seconds left. Well done. Keep focusing on that holiday destination. Keep your summer body in mind. Last 10 seconds. You can do this. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Excellent. Well done. Straighten your legs out. Lie all the way back. Straighten your arms out. And just stretch out. Give yourself a nice stretch. And just cool down and relax on the mat. A slight relaxation. Bring that heart rate down. Well done. That was fantastic. If you're still feeling energetic, just pause this video, rewind it back and do those circuits again. If not, come with me. We're just going to stretch out the core. So hands underneath the shoulders, squeeze the elbows together, push up and stretch out the core. Just relax the bum and the legs. Nice deep breaths. Squeeze the shoulders back. Don't let the shoulders hunch up towards your neck. Pull it back. That was brilliant. Well done. Your core should be feeling nice and strong. And then when you're ready, sit back on your heels. Take your knees nice and wide into a child pose to just relax your back the other way. Completely relax on your mat. Nice, well done. Then tuck your toes underneath, push up into a downward dog. Walk your feet into your hands. Have a little hang. Grab onto your opposite elbow. Have a little ragdoll side to side. Nod your head yes and shake your head no to get rid of any tension through your neck and shoulders. And then slowly in your own time, roll all the way up until you're back to standing, feeling nice and tall on your mat. Well done, that was absolutely fantastic. You've done your core workout for today. You can take me back and do it as many times through as you want to. You can also add this little core workout onto the end of the other workout videos that I've given you previously for an extra core burn at the end of your workout.